Wow, what a game. Another close call. Warriors 99, Rockets 98 went down to the final shot or fast break, and then Harden ended up getting trapped by the Splash Brothers, and then he wasn't able to get off a shot because the ball was stripped, and he spent the last couple seconds trying to regain possession of the ball. But before I get into that final play, because there's a lot of skepticism about it, rather Mikal should have took the timeout or allowed the play to continue. I'll get into that in a minute. But right now I'm going to go over the stats of the game, and then I'm going to give you analysis from the first quarter all the way to the fourth, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts to the game, things I like, things I didn't like, what I'm expecting for Game 3, and so on. So the Rockets finish off with 98 points. Of course, we lost by 1. Josh Smith had 10 points, 5 for 17 shooting, 0 for 3 from the three-point line, just disastrous stats. Trevor Ariza, 3 from 8 from the field, 1 for 4 for three-pointers, 7 points. Dwight Howard, 19 points, 40 minutes played on 8 for 11, 3 for 7 at the free throw line. I can't really complain about Dwight Howard considering the fact he had a tear in his meniscus and it was bleeding. And he still came out there and played. He showed a lot of heart. Dwight Howard showed a lot of heart, whether opposing fans or haters, skeptics, people who criticized Dwight Howard since the moment he signed with Houston last year. He has developed, he has matured, he has gotten a lot better. Not just on the court, but he's got better with the peace of mind in terms of his maturity. He has developed into a man. He has developed from being that immature, goofy guy. Yeah, he's still a little goofy here and there, but he has transformed into almost like an all-star, MVP caliber type of player. He had a double-double today with a tear in his meniscus. The man can ball. The man can play defense. He's got an incredible hook shot. Yes, we know he sucks at the free throw line. We all know that. We all know what we were getting into when we signed Dwight Howard. We already knew he was a bad free throw shooter, and there's nothing we can do about that. Only he can get better. Hopefully, maybe this summer, he can try to find out what it is that makes his free throw shooting so terrible. But then again, Shaq always had a horrible free throw percentage shooting, and look at how many rings he's got. He's got 4. But anyways, to go ahead and finish it off, Jason Terry had 9 points, 35 minutes, 3 for 7 shooting, 3 for 5 at the three-point line. James Harden, 41 minutes, 13 for 21 from the field, 3 for 6 from the three-point line, and 9 for 10 at the free throw line, finished with 38 points. He had 9 assists, he had 3 steals, 1 block, 2 turnovers. He also had 9 defensive rebounds and 1 offensive rebound. On the bench, Terrence Jones, 12 points on 26 minutes, 6 for 12 from the field goal percentage, 0 for 1 from the three-point field goal, 1 defensive rebound, 2 rebounds total, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 blocks, 2 turnovers. Clint Capella wasn't a factor in this game. He had 0 points on 8 minutes. Prigioni, 7 minutes, 0 for 2 from the field. Nick Johnson, 0 for 1 from the field, 3 minutes, no points. He finally got his first minutes in the playoffs, so he's a little rusty. Corey Brewer, 19 minutes, 1 for 5 shooting, 0 for 1 for three-pointers, and 1 for 2 from the line. So, to be honest with you, we've missed 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 1. Okay, so we only missed 6 free throws. Not too bad. So we finished with a total of 5 blocks, 10 steals, 20 assists, 39 rebounds, 11 offensive rebounds, and 7 for 23 at the three-point line, which is 30% and 46% from the field. Free throw, we were 68%. Now going to Golden State, Harrison Barnes, he's had 7 points on 28 minutes, 3 for 8 on field goal attempts, 1 for 3 at three-point line. Draymond Green, 39 points, 3 for 9 from the field, 1 for 3 for the three-pointers, 12 points. 14 points for Andrew Bogut. Andrew Bogut stepped up today. Hands down, he stepped up today. 30. He was really the dark horse. He was the X factor in this game, in my opinion, because he had 0 points on 0 for 3 shooting in Game 1, and now he's got 31 minutes, 7 for 9 at the field goals made. He's 0 for 1 at the free throw line, but he finished with 14 points. Not bad. He's got 5 blocks. He had 4 assists, 8 rebounds, 6 defensive rebounds, and 2 offensive rebounds. Not bad. Stephen Curry, 37 minutes, 13 for 21, 5 for 11 at the three-point line, 2 for 3 free throws made. He finished with 33 points. Klay Thompson, 33 minutes, 6 for 15 from the field, 1 for 7 at the three-point line. So he kind of struggled at the three-point line, but he did finish with 13 points. Elaza Fetus off the bench, 2 points. Sean Livingston, 8. Leandro Barbosa had 4. Andre Iguodala had 6. David Lee did not play. It was coach's decision. So fast break points, they had 20. Points in the paint, they had 50. Team turnovers, they had 17 turnovers for the game. The Rockets had 10. So they actually had more. No, we had 11 turnovers. I'm sorry. We had 11 fast break points, which is 9 less than what they had. Points in the paint, we actually had more points in the paint, which was 6. The fans in Golden State are incredible. Like, that's all I got to say is the fans in Golden State are passionate. They love Golden State Warriors basketball. And when those fans erupt and ignite, you can feel it through your veins. Like where I'm at, we were at Buffalo Wild Wings today, and when the fans were cheering every time Stephen Curry hit that three-point shot, every time Draymond Green drove in the lane and made a shot, when Andrew Bogut alley-ooped it and blocked and pinned James Harden shit on the backboard in the second quarter, the fans erupted. They ignited. They get behind their team. They show strong, passionate fanhoodism in Golden State, and that's the exact same intensity that we must have when they come to Houston for Game 3 Saturday at 8 o'clock in Toyota Center. Rockets fans, that same energy you brought to Game 7 is the same energy you need to bring to Game 3 and Game 4. We have to match that intensity that their fans brought to that game because we need to be behind our team to show support. Golden State gave us their best shot, and they won by 5 points in 2 games. Like I said, there was no blowouts, despite that there were several times in the game that it looked like one of us was going to get blown out. For example, Game 1, Rockets down 16, or Rockets up 16, 49-33. The game finished, Rockets lose by 4. Game 2, Golden State's up 44. No, they were up 17 at one point, 45-28. Okay? We came back and made a run, 20-6 run. Close out the half, scores tied at 55. But just some notable things I want to talk about. Josh Smith, 2 for 8 in the first quarter. This guy struggles, but I will get back to that. I also want to talk about Bogut's big block that he had on James Harden that I just mentioned seconds ago. Awesome block. I had to admit, my toes curled. I went, oh, that was ugly. That was straight ugly. And I don't mean ugly as in bad. I mean ugly as in good. That was fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal guy like Bogut to step up like the way he did in Game 2 and play the defense he does on Dwight Howard is sickening. Incredible. All right, James Harden. Dwight Howard's playing hurt, like I talked about. He has a torn meniscus, but it's no excuse because he had a double-double today, people. Played an all-star game with all-star stats, and nobody can debate that, not even Warriors fans. Curry, lights out at the three-point line. He had 15 points in the first quarter. All of them were 3 points. That guy's phenomenal. That pump fake he had in the first quarter where he pump faked it and then shot the 3, looked like it was contested. He hesitated and still made a 3 and still made it look easy. Stephen Curry is an MVP caliber player, and he is incredible from the three-point line. The way he shoots the ball is so smooth, it feels like butter slipping through your hands. It feels like eating at Barry's Pizza, one of those rolls with the buttery, shiny look on it. That's how the basketball looks when he touches the ball, because when it releases, it looks like heaven. Because that ball goes in so smooth in the net. That net, the rim doesn't even move, people. The rim does not move. Doesn't move at all. Incredible player. Probably, argumentatively, the best shooter I've ever seen. The best shooter I've ever seen. Any players come close to that? Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, J.J. Redick. Like some guys who can catch the ball, shoot, and release and got a perfect form. I've never seen a guy with such finesse and such a perfect form like such a guy like Stephon Curry, and any Rockets fans with a logic brain that are not haters can even tell you that. And I'm a Rockets fan, I can tell you that is one phenomenal player you have on your team. And I would never trade him. That is one phenomenal player you got on your basketball team. Unbelievable. Halftime, score was 55-all. Like I said, Rockets went on 20-6 run. So the score is tied at halftime. I figure, okay, we got a chance, We're going to come out. We got a chance. We got ourselves back in the game. It was going to look like a blowout. We got ourselves back in the game. Rockets finished 26 run. Harden had 19 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Curry had 17 points going in the half. The Rockets were up 65-59. We made a run in the third quarter, early in the third, and I said, okay, well, here's the part where the Rockets are now starting their run in the third quarter, because third quarters in the playoffs have seemed to be the Rockets' Achilles heel, where we've been making a lot of mistakes, and we've been turning over the ball, going on 5-6 minute droughts, not scoring, bad field goal percentage, shooting under 20% in the third quarter. And this time it seemed to be the exact opposite. And I said, okay, this is exactly the opportunity we need to pull away with this game, is to make a run in a particular quarter at a particular moment where we're used to seeing droughts. And I thought, okay, this is the part where it's going to be different. We let the pedal off the metal on defense. Golden State makes a run, pulls away 66-65. The score is, it's going back and forth throughout the fourth quarter. I mean, the game is pretty close. The fourth quarter is really where things start to turn. Costly turnovers, bad shot selections started to kill this team. And Golden State started pulling away when Stephen Curry started hitting threes and Draymond Green started getting in the basket. Stupid fouls that we were committing. Getting in foul trouble in the fourth. And Golden State pulled within an 9-point lead, 99-90. But James Harden led us back in the game, and he would not let us go away. And that's one thing I got to give James Harden his credit for. Despite having only 19 points in the first half, he did finish with 38. So he matched his point total in the first half, then in the second half. With 19, he finished with 38. He finished with more points than Stephen Curry, but again, just because you finish with more points than the other player does not mean you win the game. Stephen Curry still had 33 points. So the only real complaints I have about this game, or concerns, is Josh Smith's role in this team. Now, remember, Josh Smith played a phenomenal game in Game 6 and Game 7 of that Clippers series. So I don't want to knock him down. I don't want to kick a dog when he's down. And I don't want to seem like I am a fair weather fan by kicking a team when they're down, cheering them when they're winning. But Josh Smith, when he struggles, he struggles. And he seems to find himself lost in transit in this offense. He seems, it's almost like the Randy Moss effect in Oakland. It seems like he takes plays off, if that makes sense. It seems like his head's not in the game. Like I don't know if it's, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's James Harden taking too many shots, or him not getting the ball enough, him not feeling confident with the ball. Maybe he doesn't like playing the small forward position. I don't know what it is. But Josh Smith looks like he is lost in transit in the offensive game. So at times. When he struggles, he struggles. Ariza struggled today too. Ariza, I like Ariza. I really do. But to me, it just seems like he finds... He struggles too with finding his role in the offense. I guess it's because when Ariza was with the Wizards and Smith was with the Hawks, they were getting more touches. But in this game, now they're role players. And I don't know if it's a mental thing. I don't know what it is, but it's a lack of consistency. That's obviously one thing I do know about it. A one-point game. Now I want to talk about the last play of the game, because I hear some Rockets fans saying that Mikal should have called the timeout. I totally disagree. If you saw that play, Draymond Green fell down, Bogut fell down. Harden had the ball. The best player on your team has the fucking ball in his hands. He's driving the ball down the court. Best decision Mikal made in the playoffs was to let Harden determine if we were going to win or lose this game. Don't let it come down to a coaching decision. Just because you call a timeout and you draw up a play does not mean that it's going to execute. Golden State, I think is number 3 in the NBA in defense, does not mean that they were going to allow Harden to get the ball, do a step back, take the shot. They're going to double Harden no matter what. They're not going to allow Harden to take that shot. The Splash Brothers were all over Harden. Harden gets the ball, right? Dribbling the ball up the court. Terrence Jones breaks to the basket, had a little bit of separation. Could Harden got that ball off? Maybe a bounce pass? Not sure. I think he was thinking in his mind, he felt that Klay Thompson was on the other side holding his hand out and was going to steal the pass. So then Harden dishes the ball to Howard to reset himself, to reposition himself to take the shot. Harden's the best player on the team. He's going to take the shot, and I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with that. Howard gets the ball, dishes it back to Harden. Best decision. You have to give the ball to the best player on your team. Period. Could they have given the ball to Terrence Jones? Yeah. And he might have could have dunked it. I think Harden, his initial plan was to get the ball to Terrence Jones when he was open at that point. However, the Splash Brothers were all over him. Thompson swipes the ball. The ball's going under his legs. Howard's trying to grab the ball, or Harden's trying to grab the ball, excuse me. And time expired. It didn't work out. So what? I'm fine with the result. The best player got the ball on your team to get in position to take the game-winning shot on a fast break, 4-on-3. I'm fine with Coach McHale not calling a timeout. I'm totally fine with it. He let the best player on his team put us in position to win the game, and we lost by 1 point. Golden State gave us their best shot, and they won by 1 point. Now it's our turn to return the favor. They come to Houston on Saturday. I'm asking you Rockets fans that are going to see this video, because you're going to see it on Red Nation and Red and Rockets and all these other Rockets web pages I got on Facebook. You're going to see this video and you're going to get pumped up. I want you to get pumped up. I want you to get excited for this game. And I want you to get loud. And I want you to stand on your feet. And I want you to rise. Because that's what it's going to take to support this team and to push them through the playoffs like we did when we were there for them in games 5, 6, and 7 against the Clippers. The crowd in Toyota Center, when they get loud, they get loud. But when they get silent, oh my God, it's pitiful. Like the first 3 quarters of you guys are quiet. All I can hear is pin drops and the Red Rowdies getting loud, which is our cheer section, our fan fanatic section. You guys need to get loud, seriously. Seriously. And Game 3 is a perfect opportunity. I want you to rise, get on your feet, get pumped up. This is the Western Conference Finals, and I want you guys to get excited because this team is showing a lot of heart, and they are showing a lot of motivation, and they are trying to win. So what is it, Rockets fans? Are you going to get on your feet? Are you going to make some noise? Or are you going to sit patiently and wait for them to do something? I don't know about you, but I'm going to Fudruckers. I got my little party, my little thing going on. Today we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I met 2 new people today. New experience, cool. They're at it on my Facebook friends list, Friends for Life. Got another little gig setting up at Fudruckers in the Fountains. You guys want to join us? Come join us. I'll be there waiting. I got a table reserved, drinks, food, everything. Okay? So with that being said, I think I said everything I had to say. Harden, I would have preferred him if instead of passing to Howard, I'm pretty sure he should have took that shot. But he was being double teamed, so I could totally understand. He's trying to reset. He's trying to reposition. But when you got 10 players on the court, there's 20 different things going on. And there's only 8 seconds, and time's running out. Sometimes in pressure situations, sometimes you make questionable decisions. Should Harden have passed Howard the ball? In my mind, I'm guessing he's trying to reset and reposition himself because he didn't feel comfortable taking that shot. I would have said in that position, I would have been okay with him taking that shot right there and then risking Terrence Jones trying to dunk. Get the rebound and put it in at the buzzer. But then again, if he would have took a premature shot and still had 4 seconds left, then people would be questioning why he didn't pass it to Howard and then get the ball back and try to shoot it then. So either way, it was damned if you do and damned if you don't. What if McHale called a timeout and we came out to play, Warriors stole the ball? Then you would have said, why didn't Harden just run the ball? It would have been a fast break. So see, in order for you to have fully said that it was a successful play, we would have had to win the game. But because we lost the game, it wasn't successful regardless of whether you call the timeout or let the play run. And that's all my argument is. But anyways, Rockets fans, I love you guys. Stay passionate, stay strong. Game 3's in Houston. I'm fired up for this series. I'm looking forward to the challenge. This series isn't over. Game 3, we're going to be loud. We're going to be rowdy, and we're going to be pumped. We're going to be fired up. And I want you guys to not lose hope, to not lose faith. The series is far from over. Game 3, Houston, Saturday on ESPN at 8 o'clock. Get loud and get rowdy. Steve Rose, sexiest man alive in the universe. And I'm out this motherfucker.